Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we are unpacking something absolutely fundamental. We're looking at a blueprint that completely flips how we think about time, money, and creating wealth. It's called the Leverage Blueprint, Building Wealth Through Smart Systems. We're going to explore the actual mechanics of true wealth generation together. And, spoiler alert, it is absolutely not about working yourself to the bone. Seriously, what if everything you've been taught about getting rich is just wrong? Think about it. Most of us grew up with this deeply ingrained belief that building wealth requires grinding for decades, right? Working harder, sacrificing sleep, just constantly pushing. But if hard work alone was the secret, well, the hardest workers in the world would be the billionaires. And as we know, that's just not what the data shows. And this brilliantly illustrates the core difference. Hard work creates income, but smart work creates wealth. Just imagine two workers out in the hot sun. One is endlessly digging a hole with a hand shovel. The other, they're sitting in an air-conditioned excavator, finishing the exact same job in like 10 minutes. Unless there's a prize for sweating, only one of them is working smart. That excavator is the real secret here. It represents strategic leverage. So to help us transition from that shovel to the excavator, we're covering a clear masterclass blueprint today. First, the great wealth myth. Second, the 4 pillars of leverage. Third, smart habits of millionaires. Fourth, the modern wealth equation. And finally, a realistic 5-year blueprint. All right, part 1, the great wealth myth and breaking the 40-year cycle. Let's get right into it. For so many of us, that traditional 9-to-5 grind feels like an absolutely unbreakable cycle. You know the drill. Step 1, you work. Step 2, earn a paycheck. Step 3, pay bills. Step 4, repeat for 40 straight years. But the fatal mathematical flaw here is that there are only 24 hours in a day. If your income depends entirely on the hours you personally clock, well, your wealth has a hard, unbreakable ceiling. It's a trap. So the crucial point is that the solution to that time trap is leverage. Simply put, doing more without working more. This is a massive paradigm shift. Instead of asking that exhausting question, how can I work harder? The wealthy ask, how can I create more value with the exact same effort? Leverage literally turns the traditional time clock into a scalable machine. Moving on to part 2, the 4 pillars of leverage. These are the actual drivers of true wealth. Here are the 4 major multipliers you need to know. First up, technology. A single person using AI can literally automate the work of an entire department right now. Second, people. The wealthy constantly buy back their time by delegating tasks. Third is capital, investing wisely so your money is out there earning more money while you sleep. And fourth, media. Think about it. A single podcast or video can reach millions instantly with zero marginal cost. It's huge. Next up, part 3, smart habits of millionaires, and specifically focusing on high-impact activities. Now, what's really interesting here is the Pareto principle. The wealthy are completely obsessed with it. They know that 80% of their results come from just 20% of their effort. Let that sink in. That means a massive 80% of what most people do all day is practically useless filler. The core habit here is to relentlessly identify that golden 20% and then just drop, automate, or delegate the rest of the shebang. To maximize that golden 20%, you really need the right toolkit. High-income skills like sales, copywriting, AI, and negotiation are absolutely crucial. And why is that? Because they solve expensive problems. If you can negotiate a massive deal or implement a complex AI system, you're solving a highly lucrative challenge for someone. The bigger the problem you solve, the bigger your reward. It's that simple. There's also this relentless focus on building assets rather than acquiring liabilities. Look, an asset puts money in your pocket automatically. Things like rental properties, dividend stocks, or digital products. A liability? That just bleeds your wallet dry. Smart work means spending your time building things that will pay you whether you decide to roll out of bed that day or not. Let's move to part 4 and see how this builds. The modern wealth equation. This is the mathematical formula for compounding. The math really comes down to this formula. Income times investment rate times time times leverage equals wealth. Most average workers focus purely on that first variable, income. But true wealth creation, that comes from compounding all 4. When you increase your income, invest heavily, think long-term, and then multiply it all with leverage, it's like a snowball rolling downhill. It inevitably becomes an unstoppable avalanche of wealth. Finally, part 5, the 5-year blueprint. This is your practical roadmap to execution. So here is exactly how you map it out. Year 1, Dedicate yourself to learning a high-income skill like AI or sales. Year 2, use that skill to drastically increase your earning power. Year 3, take that extra capital and build a side business, making sure to deploy media as your leverage. Year 4, funnel those profits into hard assets like real estate. And year 5, step back and scale using systems and people. Most millionaires aren't just lucky. They simply executed this leverage timeline way earlier than everyone else. Don't work for money, make money work for you. It's a classic quote for a reason. Hard work might make you a living, but smart work creates true freedom. So here's the challenge I want to leave you with today. Stop asking yourself, how can I work more hours? And start asking, how can I create more value with less effort? Are you going to keep digging with a shovel, or are you ready to build the excavator?